Yes, hello folks, welcome back. I am hoping uko salama penye uko. Now, do you believe that our like Kenyans people are living in Kenya, but of course wako from Sudan ama Somalia? Do you think they should go back to their home country? Why am I bringing this topic here? Because remember, last 2 days kumekuwa na shida in Kenya, and Kenyans have seen how a house help succumbed akiwa kazini, how alirudi kwa kazi na akakuwa na shida na employers wake, then she had to escape kutumia balcony. Of course, this happened at Kileleshwa, Kilimani, and we saw how damaging the incident was. Like you could see the pain. Sikia msichana wake akiongea.
Rejea ndoto ya familia ikageuka kuwa jinamizi.
Vile alienda kazi nikaona masaa yake ya kurudi na kwanga saa 9 saa 10 anakwanga sharudi nyumbani, but this time round amekaa mpaka saa 3 baada hajaingia. Ilipofika saa 3:30 nikamua nimuulize ako wapi. So wakati nilimpigia simu ilipokelewa na mwanaume. Huyo mwanaume akaniuliza, "Wewe ni nani?" Nikamwambia mimi ni msichana wake Zaitun, nataka kuzungumza na yeye, mpatie nini? Mpatie simu niongee na yeye.
Asubuhi iliyofuata saa 3:30 polisi walitoa taarifa za kushtua.
Akaita meja, wakaniweka in a certain room, wakaanza kuniongelesha. But hiyo kuniongelesha ilikuwa kuhusu stories za kifo and the whatever. Nikamwambia hii dunia mtu unafaa ukiwa mentally prepared, anything can happen anytime. Nikamwambia jicho hata inaweza poa, ni afadhali tupe mama afanyenge ifanya nini akikunywa. Ndio kukaka there was a moment of silence and then wakaniambia msichana kitu iko mamako amefariki.
Yes, you can see how the daughter is just crying, anasema kwamba mamake angejiua, mamake alikuwa sawa na mamake alikuwa na plans. Sasa mamake anasema mamake ni kupushiwa, alipushiwa. But of course, after the video came out yesterday and we saw how the incidents took place. Venye jamaa, the boss was trying to help her, and we saw how the woman was adamant kuruka. Alikuwa na songa, anataka kuruka chini, okay? And of course, this shows that this woman was not just, akuwa mwendazimu kutumia, alikuwa mwana danger. She had seen danger kwa nyumba. So she was trying to escape from the danger that was lurking there. Kweli. Because, 5th floor is so risky to hold onto a balcony in the 5th floor. Because 5th floor in Bali. And we saw how she refused to be helped by the employer. Na alijaribu kabisa afike chini aende. So it means that this lady was in danger kwa nyumba.
Na yangu tu ni kuhakikisha kwamba tumeendelea na uchunguzi na Zaitun atapata haki. Zaitun atapata haki yake. Yule mtu atapatikana na hatia atachukuliwa hatua kulingana na sheria.
Tunaomba rais wetu pia aweke hizo na wapitishe ratification of C189 and C190, na not only paperwork but we need action.
So alisema eri ajaribu chini than kwa nyumba. So of course we all know what happened. We know that she was being accused of stealing 5,000. So she was called to go. Alipoenda, I'm sure kulikuwa na vita whatever that of course led to that incident. And again we saw chaos. Kibra people came there, and of course kulikuwa na demonstration and people demanded justice for this lady. And again, another story, it's also Somalians. Some Somali boys, kicking Kenyan flag, disrespecting Kenyan flag. That incident will shock Kenya, because you see, a Kenyan flag is a symbol of pride ya Kenya. When you see people from other countries doing that in Kenya, is actually the greatest insult Kenya JPT. And you see now, these were Somalians, and of course we see Kenya is home for many people from other countries. For example, Sudanese, in fact some of them are even Kenyans, which is good. And you have seen Somalians, they have been welcomed here. Because Kenya is a peaceful country.
That patriotism as one value of our constitution is observed, and visitors whom we host in our country must also know that they have a responsibility to respect our constitution. Being in Kenya is a privilege, and when you play around with our national instruments of national unity, you lose the privilege to live in our country.
I have already directed the DCI ya kwamba huyu mtu anakanyaga bendera yetu ya Kenya. Bendera ile ilipiganiwa hapa mpaka tukapata uhuru yetu, si ni kweli? Hiyo anatucheza ama vipi? Na hatuwezi tukakubali kamwe. So the director of Directorate of Criminal Investigation is under direct instructions from the Inspector General, none other than Douglas Kanja Kirocho, that he must move with speed and efficiency and ensure that that man is arrested and taken before a court of law. Alafu koti zetu sifanye kazi yao. Bendera yetu lazima iheshimiwe na kila mmoja wetu.
And hii hakuna vita. You see, when you go to Somalia, they fight every day. They kill each other every day. Sudan is the worst. People fight ever since, you know, I was born. Sudan wakipigana mpaka wa leo. Okay? So, them coming to Kenya and doing this crime, ama kufanya hizi madharau, is somehow, you know, somehow heartbreaking. And people are calling out William Ruto's name in this story. Because Ruto is the one who has been chest stamping, telling Kenyans that is going to give Somalis, you know, IDs when get Kenya. In fact, he even announced that he will give them 2 million IDs for them to enter Kenya. So people blame him. People, in fact, as we're talking now, kwa Twitter all over, kuna chaos, kuna mandamano. People want these, you know, boys, these boys who destroyed Kenyan flags to be deported. People want these Sudan nationals who somehow caused the death of this house lady to be deported. And the buck stops with Ruto, because he's the one who is actually allowing foreigners who are Kenya without proper vetting. You see, I think this way I like Trump somehow. Trump has been deporting people who are non-Americans. Come from America, you go back to your country. You see? Yeah. And of course, he said this in UN that Kenya fanya hivi is because amegundua kwamba jela nyingi za America ni watu wa nchi za nje. You see? For example, there's one example of a serial killer who killed women in America. Old women, anabump in kwa nyumba ya mtu anaua. Old women who are, you know, who should be taken care of. And this guy, when he was arrested, kumbe ni Mkenya from Rift Valley, called Churchill. See, this is a good example. So Trump saying that watu wenye so American warudi kwao is having a big point. That's why you see Americans walimpea kura. Because the same thing should apply in Kenya. Like for people to actually be allowed to come to Kenya, lazima angaliwe, huyu ni muuaji, huyu ni mwizi, and you have to vet him. Not just give them for the votes. Ruto is doing this for votes. For example, there's this when he said that Somalis will be coming to Kenya, 2 million of them. This matter took and people thought that Ruto was trying to use these Somalis, is trying to convert them to votes because he has lost votes among Kenya, so he wants a quick replacement. So the buck stops with Ruto. He's the one allowing foreigners to come to Kenya without proper vetting. Okay, I'm not saying that the people who did these crimes are the ones who are allowed, but of course they come from other countries, and we have so many people who are in Kenya but wanadharau wa Kenya. That's the reality. Now tell me, do you believe that these people should be deported? Do you think Kenya should blame Ruto for this? Comment then, of course. I see you in the next video. Thank you. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dota Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.